Hello, everybody, and welcome. And I do mean to everybody, for I see some new faces and avatars in the crowd this morning. For the newcomers, I am Bo Wolf, and beside me is my partner, Zach Byrne. We are gathered here today at this studio, in these offices, on your computers or phones, or in your ears, at this collective place of worship, to come to peace with the cruel finality to the end of Christian Ellis's tenure with the Philadelphia Eagles. Over the last 20 hours, I have heard from so many of you. That alone is a testament to the reach and the power of Christian, begat by Luther, kin of Noah and Caden. The way he made us feel, dare I say, the palpability with which he played between those white lines. Now, of course, the tenor of your reactions has varied. Pragmatists and true believers have aligned in saying, worry not, for Christian will be resurrected soon. He will clear waivers, return to the practice squad, and don his midnight green 53 once again. To you, I say, pray it be so. Some of you are angry, and that is human too. How, Lord, you say, how could you watch Nicholas Morrow bounce off red cloth time and again, be left to flounder in coverage, struggle week after week, and still take Christian instead? Nicholas, after all, is 4 years Christian's senior. For that matter, why not take Prince Albert of Okuegbunam instead? He hath but 5 games left to live on the life of his contract. He has provided no use whatsoever. And when he was called upon in our Goddardless hour of need, he was thrown but 1 ball after the battle had long been lost. As Dallas returns, need we 4 tight ends, 3 of whom are often visible? Must Patrick Johnson or Julio Jones or Josh Jobe or Bradley Roby or Moro Ojimo be spared at the expense of our beloved Christian? And why must you take a life at all? Is this newcomer Shaquille so precious, so vain, that he cannot stomach time on the practice squad himself with an accompanying promotion for the betterment of the team? If he has no back but his own, an injured one at that, how can we have his? To you, I say, be angry. The gift of time is the Lord's healant, which brings no peace now, though it's true, Christian may soon be in a better place. But do not direct your anger at the living. Morrow has done nothing wrong. Rather, direct your ire at the game itself, for daring to play God with the livelihoods of men with no guarantee of contract. The most difficult conversations have taken place with the third group of you, those of you for whom this transaction, unnoticed or unremarked upon by so many, has instead brought about a crisis of faith. You share your thoughts. Howie, how hath thou forsaken me? How is it that our all-knowing general manager could come to this conclusion? How could he know that Christian is an essential member of the best unit on the team, a special teams group that ranks 2nd in the league in DVOA, compared to a 7th-ranked offense and 21st-ranked defense, and still waive the player who has played the most snaps for that group? Would the number 2 offense, the Miami Dolphins, simply waive Tyreek Hill? Would the number 2 defense, the Cleveland Browns, move on from Myles Garrett? It's impossible to fathom. You say, could our memory be so short? Do we not remember the excitement over the Julio Jones edition those weeks ago? And do we not know the depressing production he's provided since? Is the person in charge of our in-season acquisitions just somebody who Googles 2019 Pro Bowlers? You go on. You wonder, what it must say about linebackers coach DJ Elliott if he can't be trusted to get anyone ready to play on defense other than old, established veterans. You say, we're throwing off the cliff a 24-year-old with team control to leave 3 over-the-hill veterans who will all be free agents next offseason, leaving us with an injury-prone possible bust and Ben Van Sumeren. Am I expected to also be so naive, you say? Isn't this short-sighted decision-making precisely what has gotten us into trouble in the past? I must say that these are my most difficult conversations. Who among us has not struggled with these questions? But the Lord is wise, and he is kind enough to share that wisdom with us. I direct you all now to the book of Doug from 2 Hill 2020. And the Lord said to the eagle, "Rest easy, bird, for there is bounty yonder. Fish, mice, squirrels, geese, a feast awaits." But the restless eagle spotted instead on a branch below a single marshmallow. He plucked it into his beak and fell asleep. Hours later, remembering the Lord's promise, he set off for yonder only to spot another marshmallow. Once again, he gobbled it up and rested his head down. He dreamed of great things. When he awoke, his stomach pained. Though he had eaten, the calories were empty. He resolved to take flight for the bounty promised by the Lord. Only this time, before flying, he saw below not 1 marshmallow, nor 2, but what looked like 75. He ate, and he ate, and he ate, until he could eat no more. Instead of falling asleep, powered by the meal, he set off for the bounty promised by the Lord. As he crested the mountain, he saw what the Lord had promised, everything an eagle would need to survive. He would live forever here. But as he thought of the full, nutritious meals due to him, the eagle realized he was no longer flying. He was falling. The empty calories were weighing him down, and he fell to his death. Let us pray.
We all silly like the mayor.